Quick Crypto, bringing you quick Caspa news, and a quick shout out once again to today's sponsor Pionex US, the cheapest US regulated exchange that now offers Caspa. And with Caspa's price being severely undervalued right now, almost 60% in accordance to the Caspa Power Law calculator right here. Of course, it's not financial advice, but in my opinion, now may be the opportune time for you to scoop up some extra dirt cheap Caspa before Wall Street get involved, before the tier 1 exchange listings come involved, before Caspa's price reverses and it breaks out. And in my opinion, it looks like it's starting to happen right now. Caspa, BD and listing Wolfie, one of the key members of Caspa, confirms in this Caspa roundtable here some of the incoming major catalysts, also leaking why tier 1 listings haven't listed Caspa yet, providing some necessary clarity while also hinting, again leaking, that they are starting to finally make their moves. Listen very closely.
You know, I get a message every week or two like, hey, Wolfie, I know you're the guy who talks to exchanges, and I was thinking of doing a crowdfund so we could get some money from the community so we can get listed on a tier 1. And the funny thing is the big dogs don't want money. So Kraken is one of the big guys, and obviously we're speaking with them. That's why we appear on their potential listing roadmap. So that's one. They didn't ask for any dough. Even in the case of something like Caspa, even though, okay, it's pretty plain. A person who's been in crypto for 6 months or a year that didn't even go to like securities law school could tell, like, okay, it's a fair launch, it's proof of work, it's very similar to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's not a security, Caspa's probably not a security. So that's not really a roadblock for us. But what is a roadblock is it's not a roadblock, but it's something where they have to take their time and make sure. So our software is there's very many things that are like traditional blockchain. So we have blocks, we have addresses, there's transactions. So those are all things that any developer or software guy is going to see and be familiar with. But then we have a lot of things that aren't like other stuff. We have multiple, just the block tag itself is a breakthrough tech. That's like our big breakthrough, right? Having simultaneous blocks ordered in consensus, simultaneous parallel blocks, and including orphans. That's new. They need to understand at least something about that. And they also have to understand and make sure that that even though we're a fair launch, that there's no deep in our complex coding, there's no like secret, like, billion coins were made in a secret address that nobody knows about right now.
So as you just heard Wolfie say, the big boys, the biggest boys, some of the biggest exchanges like Kraken, for example, they don't want money to list Caspa. They want clarity, they want to do the research. Despite the fact that Caspa is fair launched with no pre-allocation to developers, no pre-mining either, there is a need for these top tier exchanges to do their due diligence to make sure there's nothing off about Caspa. And also keep in mind they need to understand what Caspa is, because Caspa, after all, it is groundbreaking, innovative technology never seen before. That is why it's taking the likes of Binance, Coinbase, Kraken even now, is why it's taken them so long. That is also why it took Wall Street so long to recognize Caspa as well. But we'll get back to that point a little later on, because what you need to see and what you need to understand, and also mentioned in this live here, this X space, is confirmation that we may see a swarm of exchanges rush to list Caspa before the end of this year very, very soon, especially when it comes to the tier 1s, because we know they want Caspa. Listen again very closely.
The SEC regulation on these poor crypto exchanges from the US has been completely egregious, and I hope that changes soon. I've actually spoken to some U.S. exchanges about Caspa just at a conference, and they're familiar with it. There's some exchanges who literally cannot list anything right now, just because of the political situation around crypto in the U.S. So that's just some food for thought for everyone, as it specifically pertains heavily to Caspa.
So once more, as you heard, some of the US exchanges know of Caspa already. They even want to list Caspa already, but due to the political situation in the United States right now, with Gary Gensler and the SEC still going on an absolute rampage, filing lawsuit and wealth notices left and right, the exchanges are having to take the sit back and wait and see approach so they don't get targeted. This is one major indicator that after the election in just 3 weeks' time, the definitive moment, in my opinion, may cause a sudden and much needed revamping of the SEC, firing Gary Gensler, and the fast tracking of crypto adoption for Bitcoin seeing a massive surge, and potentially also therefore an explosive adoption and price surge for Caspa. Blink and you'll miss the opportunity of a lifetime right now to get dirt cheap Caspa, and in my opinion one of the best places right now to get this dirt cheap Caspa is on Pionex US. If you start trading Caspa on Pionex US today, there is currently a Pionex US event exclusive to my channel alone, to those who sign up through my referral link, where for every new user, if you deposit at least 100 USDT, you'll get extra 10 USDT. It's literally free money. Pionex US have one of, if not the cheapest fees on the market at 0.1%, a Kas USD and Kas USDT trading pair. And Pionex US is a fully US regulated platform serving users across 47 states, who are very well known for their AI trading bots that run 24/7, 11 different trading bots that meet different trading needs. And even Wolfie references Pionex in this roundtable right here, so check out my link in the pinned comment and the description below, because the listings surrounding Kaspa are accelerating and Wall Street are starting to make their move. Time is quickly running out. What I mean by that though is that the KLC20 memes are gaining more adoption, and considering it is currently Memecoin season, this is very good for Kaspa's adoption and price going forward as well. Once more, we have Pionex again. They are listing the #1 meme token, Memecoin Nacho, on Pionex, which is very, very big news. Currently it's already out on Pionex Global, soon to be Pionex US as well. The FOMO is gaining more and more. Even someone's talking about it on Bitcoin Talk, which is huge news. And we are seeing even more listings as well. Kaspa Ghost here is officially live on XT. Conan is in the XT innovation zone. Very bullish news all around. As Alex Becker says here, people in this space, crypto Twitter particularly, drastically underestimate how dead crypto is outside of our bubble. It is still a very, very small niche. The Federal Reserve released a report a while back that stated that 7% of the population actually know of crypto, ultimately just proving to you how early we are. And that's with crypto, keep in mind. So now you're even earlier with Kaspa, not just because we have no smart contract yet, we have no tier 1 yet, no 10 BPS, we still haven't got Wall Street yet. But that narrative is changing very, very quickly. For those of you who are lacking conviction right now with Kaspa's current price action, then pay attention to the summary of this video here from Crypto Jesus 407, breaking down the institutional adoption that is about to flood into Kaspa and squeeze you out if you're not careful, if you don't have conviction, that is. Listen closely.
This hedge fund has probably already started accumulating Kaspa while all you guys keep selling your bags under 14 cents. Now let me tell you something about Grayscale, right? Similar concept as BlackRock. Just like you don't bet against BlackRock, you don't bet against Grayscale. And if Grayscale is already putting Kaspa on their website as an asset under consideration, believe me when I tell you they're not going to let you get in before they are, and they are already accumulating this. Now let me put something into perspective for you. We've got Marathon Digital mining Kaspa over other proof-of-work coins next to Bitcoin. We've got Grayscale and hedge funds starting to invest into Kaspa. We've got Casplex. We've got the Crescendo fork taking it to 10 blocks per second. And you're bearish on Kaspa right now? If you can't hold, you're never going to be rich, especially in crypto.
Wall Street are getting involved with Kaspa, and of course they are. They've actually been doing their research on Kaspa for a very, very long time. Would you believe if I told you it's been over a year? As Marathon Digital Holdings, the biggest and oldest Bitcoin mining company, for the first time in history, they diversified from just Bitcoin and they added Kaspa. In this roundtable, once more, it was leaked by Nicholas here that they have been urging Marathon to look at Kaspa for a year as it fits the Bitcoin ideals, their Bitcoin ideals, a year before eventually the vice president of Marathon approached Nicholas and asked to know more. When he then put him in contact with Wolfie, the rest is history. Soon afterwards, Marathon then started secretly mining Kaspa from September 2023 and then publicly announced it in July 2024. So the timeline looks a little something like this. July 2022, which is right down here, Nicholas approached Marathon. July 2023, 1 year afterwards, Marathon responded, which is right around here. 2 months after that, in September of 2023, Marathon finally started secretly mining Kaspa. They had enough conviction in their research to start mining Kaspa, add it up alongside Bitcoin, and then they publicly announced the mining of Kaspa in July of 2024, right here. So it took 2 years from the initial start to actually publicly announcing the listing of Kaspa. It took Marathon 2 months of researching Kaspa to understand what it is and to want to start getting involved. And remember, Fred Thiel, the CEO of Marathon, has since told Forbes that they have been increasing their Kaspa portfolio a handful of times since they announced it this year in July. This is Wall Street learning of Kaspa for over a year at the very, very least, and now we have Grayscale adding Kaspa to assets under consideration. With Wall Street publicly announcing their interest in Kaspa, this may urge these tier 1 listings exchanges who don't want money, remember, to then speed up their research into Kaspa and try and get ahead of them. And guess what? Right now, we are ahead of them all. Caspa right now is already processing more transactions than even Bitcoin is capable of, at a fraction of the price and cost as well, and we still haven't got 10 BPS or smart contracts or even Dagnite. Caspa is innovative technology and it's over 10 years of research. That can't just be taught and understood overnight. That's why we still have no tier 1s, why it's taken everyone so long to actually adopt and get hold of Caspa. It solves the trilemma, and as Michael Sutton states here, you don't need to try and convince everyone that it does, and it has. Just let the results show it for itself, and it's happening. The elections, keep in mind, they are 3 weeks away, very, very close, and in my opinion, this may be the necessary catalyst for crypto mass adoption, so definitely start doing your own research, or better still, I created a free to join Discord server where 400 of us are working towards achieving financial freedom, building our knowledge of Caspa and crypto, sharing alpha whenever we can. If you want to join, the link will be in the description below, and remember, don't be emotional, be logical.